Hello, Aries. This is going to be your general tarot reading for May 2021. I apologize for this coming out so incredibly late. I've been swept up with a huge project in the backyard with digging a giant hole and building a big rock wall and messing around with soil and dirt, and just got physically exhausted from the whole thing. But yesterday was the last day of working on it, at least with the big parts of it anyway. I hope you guys are doing well. Sorry, this is coming out kind of in the middle of May. I'm going to make a concentrated effort to have everyone's readings out on time for next month, even if it means that I start in on them on like the 15th and do one per day. So this reading is for you if you are an Aries rising, Aries sun, Aries moon, or an Aries Venus. This reading may or may not resonate for you. Some parts of the reading may resonate with you very strongly, other parts may not at all. If for some reason this month's reading does not resonate for you, you may want to check out your other placements readings and see if any of those resonate for you more. So if you would like to skip through this part and just go straight to the beginning of the reading, there is a timestamp down below in the description box that you can click on, and it will take you straight there to the beginning of the reading. So this month I'm using the Spiral Tarot deck for your main cards, and for your clarifiers I'm going to be using the Edmund Duloc Tarot. Edmund Duloc was a famous illustrator of fairy tales, legends, and I believe he did the majority of his work in the early 1900s, but I could be wrong. I really should look that up. So, all right, here we go. For Aries, for May 2021. If I'm snuffling or coughing or sound raspy, it's because I've been breathing in a whole lot of dust for the past couple of weeks and it's starting to catch up to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, you guys, the dust is starting to get to me. We haven't been getting enough rain this spring at all. I live in a alpine desert. If you live here too, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you happen to live far away from me, I live in a place that is very sandy, and when it hasn't been raining enough, it gets extremely dusty. We even have dust storms here in the spring sometimes, or sandstorms rather. Interesting reading, you guys. I think I'm going to pick a clarifier to go with the first card before I start. I already fed you. I'm putting that one back. Let me focus a little bit more. Don't mess up the cards, Raven. No, I already fed you. Leave me alone. Just let me do this one last reading, Raven. Okay, you guys. This seems to be about relationships. At least the initial first part of the reading does. I'm going to ignore my cat, but if he won't leave me alone, I might have to pause this and put him outside. He doesn't like going outside during the day, but he's a crazy hunter at night where he insists on going outside all night long, and then he stays inside throughout the day, but sometimes I have to put him out anyway. Okay, here we go. So your central energy for May 2021 seems to be with dealing with elements, patterns, or memories of the past, and namely to do with possible relationships from the past or patterns with relationships from the past. With this is the Five of Cups, which is loss, disappointment, certain things haven't worked out. Maybe you've had a series of unsuccessful relationships from the past, or situations involving relationships where you didn't get what you needed, or you felt highly disappointed, where you had high hopes of certain partnerships to work out, but it just didn't end up to be that way. Or there may have been some sadness with your most recent relationship that you have possibly ended or walked away from, or it just didn't work out. And for some reason, you're thinking back over things that have happened in the past with relationships. With these two, you have the Nine of Cups and you have the Two of Cups. Okay, that's it. I have to deal with the cat. I'll be right back. Okay, he's officially in timeout outside. He may come to the kitchen window and start yelling outside the window to get my attention, but I don't think it'll be loud enough to really disturb anything. Okay, so we were here. So with the Six of Cups and the Five of Cups, disappointment from the past with relationships, feeling emotionally unfulfilled, possible disappointment, loss. It looks as though you have something happening currently, either something that's already happening or something that is about to happen, where your wishes have been granted concerning some kind of a connection or a relationship or mutual feelings between you and someone else. There's the Two of Cups and there's the Nine of Cups. There looks like a very strong chance right now to draw in a partner, or you have recently met someone that you're getting to know, or for a current relationship to come out very differently from patterns with relationships in the past. So it looks amazing, you guys. Looks like soulmate connections, deep feelings, mutual feelings, a chance to relax, be at ease, and to trust a situation, which is very starkly different from what has gone on in the past. It might be that you're dealing with a little bit of leftover cautiousness or worry that it's just going to be another situation that is disappointing, but try to focus on what is actually in front of your face right now, instead of what has gone on in the past. And if you haven't drawn this in yet, it looks like the chances are very high right now for you to be able to draw this to yourself. So try to look forward towards the future rather than looking back over the past so much. It may be that if you're distracted by pondering over things that have happened in the past, it may delay you in being able to see what is in front of you right now in the present, or what is coming in the future. Looks amazing. And this can also be that you have drawn in some friendships or alliances or relationships of all different kinds with people that have been disappointing in the past. And it may be just saying something general like, if you're not ready to be in a relationship yet, or if you're not, that's not a central focus of your life at this moment. It could just be saying that you're drawing in good people into your life at this time that you can easily relate with, and where you feel comfortable relating with them, rather than uncomfortable situations from the past where you felt misunderstood, or like you weren't seen, or it was hard for people to see eye to eye. Now, that doesn't seem to be the case. It seems that you're drawing in really good alliances at this time. And something about alliance, or something about working with others, or partnering up with others, can bring better results than if you were trying to do something on your own. So, your challenge in May is something to do with work. Maybe work is challenging, or finding work is challenging, or you're having to work too much in May, or work is slow in May. There's something going on with work that is a challenge. You may possibly be taking on too much all at once, or you may not have enough to do. It's one or the other. It's important for you to form a slow, steady pace in working on something, instead of taking on too much or not doing anything at all. But there goes the dog, of course. Let me see if he'll stop. Okay, hang on. Okay, you know what I think it is the cat scratching at the front door now, because he's stuck outside and it's making the dog bark. Oh, the cat's found yet another way to try to get me to do what he wants me to do. All right, we were here with the 8 of Pentacles, so let's go ahead and pick some clarifiers, see what I get. All right, what is going on with the 8 of Pentacles as their challenge for May? The Knight of Cups. Maybe you're having to get your affairs in order so that you can go on some kind of a trip, or so you have more time and energy to be able to cultivate a new relationship with someone. You might be having difficulty balancing your personal life with your professional life at this time, where it's hard for you to find the time to spend getting to know someone or doing other things other than work. Or it could be that if work is slow and if you don't have enough work right now, it might be you are reluctant to spend the time getting to know someone, or go on day trips with someone to get to know them these days, because you perhaps have a lack of money, or are low on money, or you feel like you are overly being distracted from trying to get your stuff together, or trying to get things settled with work. It's one or the other. So let me see if I can, here I'll show you what I'm looking at. There was the 8 of Pentacles. And then you have the Knight of Cups, who happens to have a companion in this picture. Looks like they're getting to know each other, spending time together, possibly falling in love, or cultivating a friendship. But it might be you are concerned that romance right now is a distraction from work, or you may be trying your best to arrange things where you don't have so much work so you can actually spend time doing other things or spending time getting to know someone. Or you might become so head over heels with the initial romance and excitement of getting to know someone that you all of a sudden are arriving late to work, or you're not catching up with the things that you need to do with work. And so it's important for you to balance those two worlds somehow. Let me see if I can pull a remedy for you. Or you would much rather be chasing your dreams or going after your dreams or having adventures right now than the drudgery of work, or you're feeling a little bit restless. So let me see if I can pull a remedy. Or you want to be loving your work, or you want your work to be something that you fully enjoy. And it might be that that is hard to come by right now, or you're struggling to figure out a way to do that. So the Six of Pentacles, you may need a little bit of funding for something. If you want to start a business plan or start doing something that you enjoy for work, whether it's a self-employed situation or building a new business on your own, or possibly in partnership with someone else too. You may have a business partner here and you have a similar vision as each other. So you both may be looking into getting funding to start something, whether it's a loan from a bank or a grant, or possible funding from government agencies or something like that to get you started, or even investors, just people that you know in the community who would be willing to invest in some kind of a new project you would like to get started with or start doing with a partner. It looks like you are able to find the funding. So if for some reason you feel stuck in a situation that does not make you happy simply because it's stable or it's bringing in a certain amount of money, even though you would much rather be doing something else for money, there is a possibility in here that you can do what you want to do for money. You just might need to get creative on getting the money up to do so. And it looks like it's possible to do that. Oh, the cat's scratching at the door. Here, let me shut the kitchen door. That way it'll kind of muffle the sound. At least he hasn't figured out his way to the kitchen window yet. He's still in the front of the house. Okay, so what is helping you is the Queen of Wands. This is your own court card. You are helping yourself, or your energy is really strong right now. You feel very much yourself. You feel very empowered. You feel ready to go with something. You feel very motivated to get started with either a project, some kind of creative or business project, or a relationship, or some kind of journey you want to be going on. You look very strong in yourself and very confident, very energetic, very protective of any new projects or situations or relationships that you have growing at this time. Very independent too. Let me see if I get anything more on it. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands as what is helping them. If you are trying to arrange a strategy or a way to get to a certain place, or to get to a certain place with something, it looks like what is helping you is to be confident in your abilities, and you will be able to do it. You will be able to do whatever it takes to create something that you care about, or to further something along, or to even speak for something like being a spokesperson or marketing something, or getting the attention of someone that you would like to get the attention of. Let's see. Ooh, the Lovers. Wow, guys. This seems like very much like a relationship reading for May. It might be spring has sprung and you're full of hormones and you're ready to go with some kind of romance or connection that you have or wish to have. And again, partnership is helping you. So don't be too independent or don't be too individualistic right now. You may want to partner up with others, so that takes a certain level of compromise. But it looks like if you get involved with someone, or if you have been involved with someone, they appreciate your individuality. And individuality on both sides of a partnership should be nurtured rather than losing yourself in someone or having a relationship take over your life and your energy to still maintain your individuality as well. So let me show you what I'm looking at. This can also be knowing exactly what it is that you want, and so making a choice is very easy here. You have your own court card, the Queen of Wands, an Aries card, and with the Lovers, which is an important partnership, a fated partnership, working with others, compromise, communication. This is also a major choice. So it may be that you are choosing in May. What is helping you is to either choose to be in a relationship instead of being single, or to choose singlehood over a relationship. But with the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups up here and the Knight of Cups with his companion, I'm getting more that you are choosing to be. What is helping you is to choose to get involved in a relationship, a partnership, a business partnership, working with others, companionship, choosing to compromise or choosing to soften your energy enough to be able to align with someone else, but also not to lose your individuality and not to become codependent, or not to allow someone to become codependent on you, where you both are individuals and encourage the other person's autonomy as well as the relationship itself. Choosing to do something that you are very passionate about instead of becoming distracted by situations that are not what you truly want. Choosing to stand up and truly be yourself. Choosing to show all of yourself to someone else. There he goes. He found the kitchen window. Now he's yelling outside of it. I don't know if you can hear him. Okay, so at your root, it looks like something is speeding up. If things have been slow in the past, it looks like things are speeding up dramatically right now. And you have a lot up in the air. You have a lot of choices to choose from. You have a lot of opportunities that are flying around. There's possibly a lot of movement, as in travel, rapid comings and goings, running around a whole lot, or having a whole lot of visitors or people blowing by you. You could possibly become distracted at this time because there is so much going on. And so it is that another way that this could be a challenge for you this month is it's a challenge to focus. Okay, now he's punching the kitchen window. Okay, now he ran off, so let's see. Oh, now he's back. All right, I'm going to ignore it for as long as I possibly can. So, oh yeah, your challenge may be it's hard for you to stay focused because there's so much going on right now. different areas of your life may all be speeding up at the same time, and so it's hard to disperse your energy equally among all of these different realms going on that are all speeding up. And but it's also saying don't push yourself to focus when it's important not to become distracted, but at the same time, it's important for you to be flexible with all of the changes that are going on right now. So it may not be the best time to focus only on one thing at this time. But let me get more info on it. Okay, now he really did run away from the window. Let's see. Whoops. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands at the root of the matter. The Ace of Pentacles. It may be that an old job or something that you have been doing for money is just not satisfying you anymore. You don't feel inclined to extend any more of your energy towards it. It just has either become drudgery, or you've lost inspiration with what you're doing. You just feel like it's mindless, or it's endless, or it's just not really what you want to be doing. And it looks like you may already have an idea of what you want to do. So with this Eight of Wands is the Ace of Pentacles. And it might be that you are longing to learn a new skill, or to go into a completely different career, or to go into a completely different profession, or get a new job and not be doing what you have been doing anymore. It looks like it's become inspirationless, and so really you want to be doing something new here. You may have many opportunities, or you may have many things up in the air, like you may be going to many job interviews, and now it's a waiting game to see which things pan out. A lot of things are up in the air right now and are possibly uncertain as to what's going to happen. Know that something is going to happen. There's the Ace of Pentacles. You will land something. You will achieve something, and it looks like a brand new beginning. Could be a new job, a new hobby, a new interest, a new relationship, where you're getting to know each other. And there might be something about a relationship that is up in the air right now, where you're not really certain if it's going to continue to unfold, if it's going to get serious in any way, whether it's going to grow or become anything. But rather than focusing on what has happened in the past, or focusing too much on the future, you should really stay in the present and just enjoy the process of getting to know someone, period, regardless of what comes from this. If you can be in the here and now and enjoy the present, then it's more likely for it to grow in a healthy way than if you are constantly looking at things in the distant future that haven't happened yet. So, and it may be you have many choices, or you have many many opportunities here, and it may not be time for you to commit to anything necessarily right now. You want to cultivate all of these choices and see how they feel, so that you can make the best choice, rather than taking things so seriously. I don't know where that's coming from, but nothing is set in stone right now, and you shouldn't be thinking of it as that way. That could be disappointing to hear for some of you, but that could also be a relief to hear, because you don't have to be so serious. whatever is meant to happen will happen of its own accord or will happen naturally. And what's most important right now is just to remain flexible, adaptable, and focus on what you actually want to be doing right now as a new beginning for yourself, or get to know the different possibilities here instead of having to feel as though you need to make a choice right now. It takes time to get to know something, whether it's a new job or a new relationship or a new whatever it is. It takes time to see if it's a good fit. Those aren't the types of things that you can really know right away. Okay. It's okay to play. It's okay to experiment. It's okay to feel your way through it. All right. So in the recent past, you have the Two of Swords. It looks like you're coming away from a period of total indecision, or just feeling like you didn't know what to choose or what was even available to you, or even what you wanted. You may have battled with knowing what you want or knowing what is possible. There might have been something about situations that you weren't seeing clearly. But it looks to me like that time is over and you are no longer indecisive. Or if you still are battling with a little bit of indecision, it's a natural kind of indecision. It's not something that is holding you back. It looks like you know more what you want right now than possibly you did before. So your best possible outcome is the Four of Pentacles. I don't know why, but I'm getting the message. You may want to hold on to what you have instead of unnecessarily throwing something away. You may regret it later. But let's see. Let me get more on it. Or you may have been hanging on to something too much and it's time to release it and let it go. Or you may have been inadvertently limiting yourself somehow. Okay, tell me more about the Four of Pentacles as their best possible outcome. The Empress. Yeah, now is the time to create. Now is the time to get excited about things like gardening, cultivation, cultivating relationships, cultivating jobs, cultivating talents, cultivating your dreams. Cultivation is the main key here. And realizing it, you've got everything in your own being to be able to do this. You don't need anything else. You just need to express. And you need to be creative from the heart and believe in your own abilities to manifest here. Don't become too wrapped up with worries about how you will fund something or where the money is going to come from or how are you going to have the free time to cultivate the things that you actually want to. Stay away from that kind of thinking. Instead, just have faith and trust in your own abilities to create and start going in that direction. Believe in your own abilities, and you may be surprised at what is possible here. If this is a relationship thing, I would say fully be yourself. Don't hold back. Not that you would. You guys are Arians, but it might be because of past experiences you're reluctant to let all of yourself be seen right off the bat. Or to let your guard down or to trust a situation. But the most important thing here is to enjoy the beauty and creativity that's in your life and to believe in your own powers of manifestation, however miraculous it may come about. But I'm definitely getting you need to get out of the house and into nature as much as possible, especially places like gardens or art museums or beautiful environments or even a creative space. If you've been trying to create from your home or create money from your home, or create, if you've been creating from an office or a room that is inside. There's something about a lack of lighting or a lack of being outdoors that is really grating on you and getting to you, and it's affecting your energy. It's very important for you to look at how things could be done where you could be outside, or to be in a different environment. If you've been trying to do it from an office or a bedroom in your home or wherever you've been working from or working on something from, it looks like you need a different place to do it in, where things are more conducive for creativity than where you have been working from. There's the Empress. So your best possible outcome is to go with the Empress and to stay away from situations that make you feel trapped or bound or stuck or like you have limited resources. When you're really creating from your own heart and your own instincts, abundance is always possible. And things never are limited with a major arcana 3. 3 is growth. 3 is not stagnancy. So if this is something to do with worries about whether or not you have enough funding, I wouldn't worry about it. Instead, I would look into what is available to you at this time that could be granted to you, or investments or a loan or something where someone else or an outside situation can fund you with something. You can get creative with it. You can find creative solutions to any problems that you face at this time. And there might be something about powerful women that can help, whether it's powerful women that you know, or powerful women in your community, or powerful women around you, can help in a lot of ways. So also to reach out. You have it in you to create, but also don't alienate possible help by thinking that you should be doing it all on your own, because don't forget you had the 2 of Cups as your central experience. It's important for you to work with others at this time instead of doing it all on your own. But it is possible to lead a project or to still have your name be attached to your own idea, instead of feeling as though you're going to lose your position or your status with it, or the fact that it's your idea, or any of those things. I wouldn't worry about that. It's perfectly okay to work with others at this time, and they wouldn't try to steal your thing anyway, especially if they're fellow or sister powerful women. Why would they take someone else's project when they have plenty of their own ideas as well? So there shouldn't be a worry of any kind of competition in here at all. I'm not seeing any competition. I'm seeing instead cooperation. So don't be afraid to accept help if it's offered, or to ask for other people's input if you need other input or support. So in the future, there is the Ace of Wands. You are off to an amazing new start. This could be a passionate start to a relationship, a passionate start to a new situation, living situation, family situation, work situation, fill in the blank situation. You're off, you're doing it in the future. You are doing it. It's no longer an idea. It is an action. Something's happening. Looks like a brand new, exciting beginning. Possible travel too. So let's see. Ooh. Look, I don't think I need to elaborate on this. I think you know exactly what this is. I feel as though you've been wanting this for quite some time. So you don't need me to repeat to you what you already know. Look, 2 Aces of Wands. Coming in the future, coming up in the future is the distinct clear possibility to create something and have it come into existence. And if you have been worried about something not working out, it looks as though it works out. This is Cinderella with her fairy godmother, and Cinderella is finally comprehending in this picture that something can be salvaged from her hopes. Before this fairy godmother showed up, she was desolate and completely saddened and losing all faith in her abilities to create what she wanted, which was to be able to go to the dance, right? She was at her most hopeless when this fairy godmother showed up with her wand and says, "Not all is lost, dear. Here, we can create something out of nothing. Watch how manifestation can happen." You know, it doesn't have to always be earthy or practical. Sometimes it's miraculous. Sometimes it's totally unexpected and you didn't even think that something was possible when actually it is. So you may have some kind of breakthrough coming up where you see something happening that perhaps you are losing faith in or losing hope in or starting to feel a little hopeless about. But it looks as though it's happening in the future, and you may even have divine forces at work in this that are helping you along or helping things along where you can manifest what you want or do what you want. Pretty amazing. So you right now are feeling incredibly lucky, blessed, and extremely happy. There's happiness and blessed energy all around you. You feel as though something has worked out. Let's see. Anything else to be said about the Ten of Cups? Five of Pentacles. Looks like your monetary situation improves significantly. You go somehow from having nothing to having everything. That also reminds me of the story of Cinderella, because she was the rags to riches story, wasn't she? With the Ten of Cups, which is total fulfillment, total happiness, total feelings of being completely blessed. And next to it, you have the Poverty card, which is the Five of Pentacles. This is not having enough money, not having enough love, not having enough connection, not having enough. It's about needing something, feeling needy. And so what I see here is that if you have been struggling with finances or a feeling of a lack of companionship or whatever it is that you have felt you have lacked, it looks as though it goes from rags to riches, or it goes from nothing to everything very suddenly. Or you see a miraculous opportunity arise out of what you were fearing was completely hopeless. Which is reminding me very much of this Cinderella with her fairy godmother. It's like everything's screwed. Oh, wait a minute. Everything's working out. And very stark contrast there. No wonder you're so happy. You were starting to lose hope. Speaking of, in your surroundings, you have the Star. So you have a lot of positive thought here. You have a lot of hope. You have a lot of positivity. You have a lot of belief in your own abilities, and also belief that the divine or that other realms are connected to you and looking out for you. Also, focusing on simplifying your surroundings down to the most important things to you, rather than focusing on the circus of it all or all of the tiny random details of chaos. Instead, simplifying things where you're really truly focusing on the things that truly matter to you and not becoming distracted by the things that don't matter. And possibly feeling very much more spiritually aligned with the universe, or just feeling connected, feeling looked out after, feeling like you have a lot of faith and hope about the future and where things are headed and what is to come. And possibly feeling more connected to your community, spending more time with amazing people, spending more time with community pursuits, feeling more connected to the outside realms. And your fear is that things will come to an end, or that what you hope for will end. But I don't necessarily see that in here. And your general outcome is the Princess of Pentacles. So if you approach things with flexibility, if you approach things with adaptability, if you look at new methods or new ways to do something, or learning a new way to do something, or fine-tuning something, whether it's jobs, relationships, family situations, home situations, whatever it might be, even health situations with your body, or your physical health. It looks like adaptation, flexibility, and looking at newer methods, newer ways of handling things, discovering new perspectives even of how things could be handled is the best possible thing here. And that will help you along with approaching new creative situations in your life. If for some reason you have gotten involved with someone that you have very strong feelings for who has a child, it looks as though if you were worried that their child wouldn't like you, or that you somehow wouldn't get along with their child, I see that not only do you get along with their child really likes you a lot and feels safe with you and comfortable with you. And where there is a chance here for mutual families to kind of align or combine in a really good way. Or same thing with your children. If you're choosing to be involved in a new relationship, it looks as though if you have children, your children like this person, or your child likes this person and feels good about it and doesn't feel left out or ignored or anything like that. If anything, they might actually look up to this person. So a new method, new ways of understanding things will bring about newer, better results than you have experienced in the past. Try not to become too rigid in your approach to situations, and finding new ways of understanding things or seeing how things work will have very, very, very good results. As well as if you've been wanting to take classes on something or learn something new that could bring you in money in the future, it looks like you're able to do it. If you needed funding to go to school, it looks as though you get it. If you need recommendations for something, it looks as though you get it. Things will work out with what you're wanting to learn. So, or even a new teaching job where you would have students. So, I wish you all the best. Good luck with everything. And take care. Hopefully that resonated or helped somebody. And I will see you guys very soon. Okay, bye.